right, go.
Hello, my name is Franklin. I'm a Chicago State University student. I'm a sociology major, and I'm conducting non-random field interviews to find out from the Chatham residents here in Chatham on 82nd and Evans what their perspectives are on what could be done to improve the Chatham neighborhood. I see a group of people coming right here. This looks like a guy perhaps in his mid-20s and some younger people with him. Excuse me, sir, how you doing? My name is Franklin Arnold, and I'm a student at Chicago State University, and I'm conducting field interviews as to the residents' opinion on what could be done to improve the Chatham neighborhood, because as you know, the Chatham neighborhood has had an influx of crime and other activities that are negative to the residents. So I'm asking the residents from their perspective what could be done to improve the neighborhood. And thank you for your time.
Oh, no problem, no problem. In my opinion, things that could be done is more police influence, more, taking it back to the old school, more police beats, police walking around instead of driving on foot. Okay. That'll make the community more on watch, make people that standing out on corners, drug dealers more a little scared to be outside because they know they got police officers walking around.
Okay.
A little more improvements, a little more parks, a little bit more of that, less basketball hoops at the parks, because that lessens the flow of people just standing around, just have it for the kids.
So wouldn't the guys have a problem with the basketball rims being taken out? Would they say, hey, what's there for us?
Yeah, they would say that, but also you have parks that have that, have something that's just for the kids, just for the children to play, instead of having, the children playing, then you got guys playing ball just standing around, because guys be up there that don't even play ball. They just stand there. So that would be a greater improvement for the neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, and just more, another improvement, just more businesses, more thriving businesses, black-owned businesses, just in the neighborhood, so people can shop in our neighborhood instead of venturing out.
Okay, I see your perspective. If I'm not out of line, could I ask, are these your children or your...
these are my sisters right here.
Okay, can I ask them a question or two?
Yeah, sure.
From your perspective, what could be done to improve the neighborhood from your perspective?
Okay, what I think should be done in this neighborhood, I think that we should have more social help. Like, you can't just, I know they have Section 8 and all this stuff, like, I think that you should...
Oh, you know about that kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah, I think you should have, like, more of that. Like, don't just leave them, like, in the projects or just leave them there. I think you should help, people should come out of their houses and help and clean up the place. And
so there should be more social programs.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
That's okay. And you're kind of young. What is your name, young lady?
Ariana.
Okay, Ariana. What do you think could be done to improve the Chatham neighborhood?
I think that people can stop leaving their kids on the playground, or something could bad happen to them, and like people that.
So if people were more tidy, clean up the neighborhood more, keep it clean.
And if like grown people or teenagers, they want to play basketball, they can go to another park, or there'll be a...
But not the park around your house. You would rather they go somewhere else. Okay. Thank you very much.
Kids on kids.
Okay.
And they made a mistake when they moved us from the projects over here, because we never had no killings, no robberies, none of that like this until now.
So, from your perspective, you think that if they stopped the influx of people coming from, like housing projects, so
they need to screen them.
Screen them better?
Yes.
Better screening?
Yes.
Okay, so that means that someone would have to get in touch with the landlords in the neighborhoods and let them know that they should do a better screening process other than simply putting them in there because they have Section 8 or the landlord tends to think he'll win in that type of situation. But the residents in the area, they lose. You're saying that they lose because when these people come in, basically young people, they just bring the neighborhood down.
I moved all over. I lived on 80th and Calumet. I moved over east now. They're over there sticking up the senior citizens, breaking in their houses.
That's
We
sad.
never had that problem.
Wow, that's sad. Are you involved in CAPS or any type of community
I used to
group?
be with CAPS when I stayed over here, but I didn't move out the neighborhood now.
So CAPS wasn't effective?
Too many people wasn't involved. We need more people.
Not enough involvement?
Right.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Taking a look at the Chatham neighborhood, as I look around, you see a neighborhood that is still pretty bustling with businesses and people going to and fro, and it appears when the crowds are not around or people are not causing any problems in the neighborhood, it looks to be a fairly decent place to live. So taking these different perspectives, hopefully we can come to some kind of plan or help to formulate a plan with CAPS and other community social groups, and just see what we can possibly do as far as improving the neighborhood. Walking down the street here in Chatham, we see different people going to and fro, and it looks to be a pretty thriving community overall. And hearing the different perspectives from various persons, we get the impression that this neighborhood definitely has prospects, and the majority of the people are fairly happy with it, but it does come with its shared problems. Your perspective, what could be done to make the neighborhood a better place?
Right.
I mean, I know you see it all, you know, you're on the front line here, so, you know, what could, you know, be done in terms of...
You know, like, to be honest, like, I'm new here.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know a lot, like, I don't know, you know, like, you know better than me, I think.
I mean, maybe do you think community involvement would help? Would you be willing to get involved in a community social group or project or
Maybe.
something? You might be willing, depending on what it is?
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I mean, I didn't have no good idea about that, but maybe. Yeah.
Okay. From what you see here, this is your business, correct?
No, there's, no, I'm just working here.
You just work here?
Yeah.
Okay, but as a worker, do you think there could be different measures taken to make it an overall better experience for you as a worker, for the business owner, for the patrons that come inside? Maybe more foot patrol or
I mean, what you you talk about, like, you want to make it better, like, with what? I don't
like
understand.
police involvement? You know, more police on foot. You know, walking around.
I think it's enough police, right?
It's enough police. Enough
I think
police.
it's enough
Okay.
police, yeah.
Okay. First time we heard that. Okay. So overall, you're not having a hard time here.
I mean, you know, like outside, you know, it's already, you know.
Little stuff.
Yeah.
Not anything big.
I mean, no, it's kind of a little bit bad, but
Okay.
you know, like on the street.
Okay.
Yeah.
But overall, you're having a pretty decent experience.
Yeah, like in the business was good.
Okay.
Business was good.
Okay. Well, sir, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Okay. See, the Chatham is rich in culture and bustling with businesses that have been here for a long time. You can see that some residents have lost faith in the Chatham community and have sold their properties and moved on to other places such as the suburbs and to the Kenwood area and the Hyde Park area. So there are also residents whom see lots of promise still being residents of the Chatham area, and have gone on to put money into their properties, getting involved in community social groups, getting involved in CAPS. We have different people on the street that still walk by and say hi to you, whether they know you or not. Some are walking what look to be vicious dogs. Some are walking dogs that look to be quite friendly. So we have a different overall community that is going into what I see as a divide as far as the positive Chatham and the negative Chatham. So this is a contrasting neighborhood in terms of its demographics, as far as having the African American that is involved, the African American that is non-involved, as well as various business owners and employees that see promise in the community, and we have a group of business employees and business owners that do not see promise in the community. But overall, Chatham seems to be a stable neighborhood in need of improvement. So with the various social groups and the police department and the residents whom clearly post, "We call police," I wouldn't knock on this guy's door to disturb the family and ask him, do we in fact do that? But by him being bold enough to put that in his front window, I'm pretty much a believer that he does just that. So this is Franklin Arnold from Chicago State University. I'm a sociology major, and coming to you from the Chatham neighborhood.